Pacific Northwest, there is a special and hateful place these two schools have for each other in their hearts. From Jake Browning's point or Kenny Wheaton running back to score, this game has had plenty of moments, and maybe we'll get another classic in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Washington Huskies, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Ducks will kick it away first. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. He'll start this drive firing. Gets it out fast. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. For decades, Washington dominated this rivalry. Then 1994, and the pick by Kenny Wheaton took it to the house. And since that moment, this rivalry has been on.
It's been so much fun to watch. For years, it had conference championship implications. We've seen Heisman Trophy implications in this one. More recently, college football playoff implications as well. Always fun when these two teams get together.
And it doesn't matter what conference they're in. We're always watching this matchup. All eyes are on this match. They don't like each other. A lot of animosity. The coaches don't like each other. The players don't like each other. This is going to be a great ball game.
On the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Get the quarterback off his spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all three of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up.
Oh, he's got some space. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. What a nice job getting rid of the football, not only avoiding the sack, but getting the nice gain.
And taking a shot, getting hit as he throws it, showing some toughness, but going through his progression, he couldn't find anybody open, finally went to his running back, got him the football, and he did the rest.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week. Never had a chance. One coverage to get down there and knock him down inside the 10. The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. Off play action on 1st down. He's going to run it. Quarterback got it himself. At the 35, he's got room. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. From any spot on the field, they're a threat to get a chunk play, and they just did it. 1st and 10 from the 40. And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. Now, they'd love to win this one today, secure that spot in the conference championship game, a remarkable achievement. They can't really think this one's in the bag yet.
No, they just got to continue focusing on the task at hand. I think that's a big reason why they're in this position that they find themselves in. They take care of business each and every game, David. Some hardware to be won down the road potentially, but you got to win this one.
No doubt, and I think it's hard because you start to see the finish line. Now, getting later in the season, knowing where you're ranked, what's at stake. Let's see how they handle the pressure.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. He'll throw it. He's got the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And how about the year he's put together? I mean, he is in the top 10 in passing in college football, obviously. And obviously, they're talking about him for the Heisman, but just a guy you've been able to trust, a dynamic passer, throwing the football all over the yard. This team has been built on him, and he's had an unbelievable season.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field.
Got some room into the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown Ducks! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Working that wide receiver screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. Makes the grab. It's Green. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and short kick. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Motion from the wideout. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up. at the 28. The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time.
He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Oregon! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the move from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They try to pop a run on the draw. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Back to pass. Safe completion on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's crossing. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Huskies will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense.
There he goes. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. It's a draw. Find some fresh air. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Hill. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but we're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the defense.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Fires to the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Absolute shank. Missed it. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it. Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Looking downfield on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives him a chance. He makes this offense go.
So now it's 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. Complete in the middle. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense, and that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, this guy has shown up time and time again for his football team. Top 10 statistically in passing yardage this year, but it's been in big games, in big moments where he's really shined. And that's why this guy is in contention to win the Heisman Trophy.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Ducks. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in the SEC is so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Notre Dame took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2012 Irish team led by Manti Te'o would just take the will of opposing teams. Impressive to watch. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. On the run, it's Green. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Hill. He's got enough, and it'll be a first down for Washington. New set of downs after the completion. Gives it to the back on the draw. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. He now has 56 yards on the ground so far, and he looks to be well on his way to a 1,500-yard season. Looking to scramble. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And both these quarterbacks, man, they're showing off their ability to take off and scramble and make plays. Right here, it's a design pass. He's looking to make a play. What does he do? He sees some space, captures it, makes the big play with his feet, gets another first down. This guy...
It's a seam wide open. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Bringing the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. They go to the wide receiver screen.
Well, that completion now sets up a critical third down here in the red zone for this quarterback. His offense, his team, is trailing by a lot. They're going to need him to start making plays consistently, and he's going to have to do it when the defense knows he's about to throw it. And that's exactly the situation right here. Third down in the red zone. The quarterback has got to step up on this next play.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On first and goal, let's see what Washington does. Trying to find the end zone. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, get them tackled to the ground.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Got nothing last time. Now second and goal from the 3. Wants to go up top. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Huskies.
A nice job on this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now listen, it's not even halftime yet. So keep fighting, going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got his man downfield. Turning it on. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
He shows you the arm right there, but I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young man and his ability to do both. Rush, throw, lead a team, put up huge numbers in the top 10 in total TDs running and passing. And this dude very much in the Heisman race. He's had a great season. He can do a little bit of everything.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Could this guy be the next receiver to bring home a Heisman Trophy? He's got everything you look for in a game changer at the receiver position. He's off to a great start in this one.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
They just keep firing. Dances away. Trying to find his man in the middle. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Gets the return down to the 25-yard line, and a big turnover caused by this defense.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket and the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away, and the defense took advantage with the interception.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Makes the catch. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. On target. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Punt is on its way. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. Finds his man. It's Jefferson. He'll be stopped just outside the 20 at the 21 in the waning moments here in the first half. To the air on first down. Unleashes one deep. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. Maybe if he could have eluded just one or two more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Going right to work up top. He's going for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's got his man. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Washington ready to kick off to start this second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now first down from the 46. Use the play fake, now to throw. A strike downfield. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
He fires one deep down the right side. Touchdown, Ducks! A great catch and run for 6. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, You get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Give to the running back. Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away. It's fourth down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Steps away. Trying to make magic with his feet. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Looking to scramble. The throw. Catch in the middle. It's Jefferson. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Oregon. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. Rice is going to enjoy the trip back to Houston after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there at home, and suddenly it's quite the resume. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Reels it in down the left side. He's loose. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. Shows him the stiff arm. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. Touchdown, Ducks! He got a step and just dusted the field. The touchdown grab, the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive.
On the double. 29 Philly.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They'll start this drive going to the air. Working that left side now. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Huskies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They're going to run it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Works the middle of the field. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. He lets one fly deep. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a